I just got a call back from the clinic and they said that this cycle will be canceled. So there's a lot of mismatch of information that's going on, and I just sent like a lengthy email back to the clinic. It's funny how when we're on the phone, I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't have any further questions. But then later on, I have like a bunch of questions. So in that email, basically, in a nutshell, I said, hey, I have point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just want to make sure that this is the information that is also on their end, just so that we're transparent. And basically, so my first thing was like, my doctor last month said that we would do a natural FET, and so I don't understand why there was preparation for the lining, from my understanding, it just uses like your natural hormones with a natural FET, which is what my doctor said. But I think it all got confusing because there was another nurse that called me saying I need to do an Ovidrel injection. But the weird part was she said that another doctor's name, and I said, who is that? And she said, it's your doctor. And I said, I don't know who that is. So maybe there was some miscommunication, or maybe some typo in the system or whatever. But definitely that was not my doctor. And I followed up with the nurse that I usually go to, and she said they're still waiting to hear from my doctor. So the next thing was that the first nurse said that I need progesterone in oil. But last week, my doctor said I didn't need it and I just need the suppository. So that was like my second thing. So I said, could you please confirm that that's correct? And with the blood work as well. So the second nurse I spoke to, she said that ovulation hasn't occurred yet and the LH is just about to surge, but the progesterone is still low, which seems like it's normal because the ovulation hasn't occurred yet, and then the corpus luteum hasn't secreted, or it hasn't produced the progesterone as of yet. But what I wonder is, why did she say that there's no time to prep the lining when I'm doing a natural FET? To the ladies that did natural, did you have to prep your lining? So that was another thing that I asked them about. There was just a lot of mismatch information and mix up information. And so it doesn't hurt to like just double check. So I sent them a lengthy email about that. And I hope to hear back from them tomorrow morning. And even the first nurse said that I would be good for my transfer next Tuesday. So there's just a lot of information that wasn't matching, but I'm not so pressed about that. I just want to make sure that there's transparency on both ends, that what I got on my end is what they also have on their end. And even with the hysteroscopy that they want to schedule, I've never had a history of polyps and fibroids, and then suddenly they want to do that just because, I guess, of some unusual bleeding or abnormal bleeding, which is because of yesterday. I did do some like heavy exercise, and you know that usually happens to me when I have heavy exercise. So, which I mentioned to them as well. So yeah, but then all in all, I sent another email follow up because I always forget to put everything in one email. And I said, why can't we just continue with this transfer since it's going to be a natural anyway, and then use progesterone as needed since ovulation hasn't even occurred yet. And then if, and only if it's not successful, then we can go with the hysteroscopy on the next cycle. So I'm just praying to the Lord that they would approve that she would bring it up to my doctor tomorrow morning. And yeah, we'll see how everything goes. I hope for more clarity.